Hey everyone, welcome back to Growing Up Chestnut. I'm Mike, and that's my beautiful
Yeah,
sister Becky. How are you
with
doing?
my pink headphones. I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Are, are those
Haven't
pink
seen you in a
or
while.
purple? I know.
They're pink, but
Actually,
I
we've
think it's
just
the
spent the
lighting.
last 4 hours uh, getting Becky hooked up. Actually,
It seems like it
so
was 4 hours,
it did,
but it was.
it did. But I want to apologize to everybody. We missed last week because just some issues, technical stuff, things like that. We're getting things together a little bit better. We're going to do some where we're like this, where we can't be together. And then we'll do some. I really like it, though, when we're sitting next to each other and can talk.
Yeah,
I want to get
right.
Dad
But I
involved in
appreciate
this.
the ones that asked about. Yes.
I
Well, Dad's
know
excited about it now. He thinks it's all about him. Well, it kind of is a little bit him and Mom and us growing up, but
it really is. So, but one of the things that we wanted to dedicate this today was because this is episode 5, uh, and we are calling it Remembering Roberta Morse. So the Morse family is really good friends of ours growing up. Roger was my best friend, and Gayla was your
Gayla was
best
mine.
friend.
Yep.
Yep. And Roberta was Mom's best friend.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
they worked together and all that. And there she is. Roberta passed away this past week,
Yeah.
and they are having the funeral this coming Saturday. And I'm really sad. I wish I could be there. I would really like to be there for my friend Roger. I know I've been watching his Facebook post, and we know how hard it is, you know.
And
Um,
Gayla called me, and it made me feel good. You
yeah,
know, and
I'm
she's doing
trying to
good.
reach
She's doing
out.
good.
I'm trying to reach out to Rogers, and because I just know he's hurting, But
Sure.
they're a great family. I want to show another picture of them that I love. This was how we knew them because remember that.
Look at that
This is
group.
I got to get rid of that part down there.
Yeah,
That
look at
was
Roger.
I know Roger. He he thought he was all that and everything, which you couldn't tell him differently either, because
He's still that way today.
so, but
I guess so are
anyways,
we, but
yeah. But we have such great stories about the Morris family. Anyone who the evangelists, any of them that came to our house during that time period, they knew the Morris because they didn't miss a church service, a revival meeting, um, any of that stuff. So,
very,
I
very dedicated to the church and God. Yeah,
they were, and to our family. Our families were
very
very
much so.
close. you know. So, uh,
Yeah, and
and
their dad, he was a riot.
their dad,
He was a
Bill
riot.
Morris,
He was a
was
mess.
hilarious.
A
Do
total
what?
mess. He was a mess.
Oh, oh
A total
yeah.
mess.
I'm going to turn my speaker up a little bit in my ears because I can't hear. But oh yeah, Bill would do some crazy things. So I want you to tell the story because you told me a little bit about it. I didn't know this story, but it was about
Really.
when Mom and Dad and Bill and then went shopping.
Well, they went out to eat or something, and then they went shopping, or just, I think they were in the mall, and I think Mom and Roberta were kind of going to the stores. I don't really know where they were, but Dad came home and he was telling, and he's always told the story where there was big old bin in the middle. You know how they have stuff in the bins, and there'll be so much off, or you can buy it real cheap.
Right.
But I don't know if it was pantyhose or what. It was something with women's apparel of some sort. And he disappeared, and next thing you know, they're hearing his voice. And Dad looks up and he's holding whatever the item is, holding it up in the air. And he's saying, and he's telling like, it's 2 for $3 or something, buy one, get one free. I don't know. And Dad said the women started coming and they were like, and Roberta just walks away. Him and Mom are like, but he said, after that you got used to him, they knew, but that was his Dad's first experience with him, and he was
Oh
like,
yeah.
he's a nut.
Yeah. And what I liked was, they had our sense of humor too. And that's why we were all connected so well, because, not everybody has the sense of humor we have.
And sarcasm.
And all that. And they were someone too that we could be ourselves around.
Right.
So a lot of people don't get when you're in ministry and stuff like that. People, you can't always be yourself around them when you're the pastor's family or something like that.
Yeah.
Me and Roger we got in so much trouble, so much stuff, and we can't do that because this is a family show. So, but one of my favorite stories is you and Gayla at the mall. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah,
yes.
That.
Well, I want you to tell it because you know the story better.
Is that where they lifted up dresses?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's not my favorite story. And Kathy St. John was there with us. Well, I think it was Kathy. I don't really think it was Gayla. I can't remember. Raising up my dress, and and I was like, "What in the world?" I was done with them that night.
But then wasn't it Gayla walked through the mall with her back of her dress tucked into her pantyhose?
I can't remember that. That wasn't the same night. Who was that? I think it was Gayla.
I think it was Gayla.
My memory is not really good right now. No, I think it was. I know Gayla and I had a lot of fun times, and Kathy, and we were in the car one time. Remember that was a little car she had, like, was it a Chevette? Can't remember. She had a little car. And there was a boy that all of us kind of like thought he was cute that came to church, and she started going around the block by their house or something. I'm like, so that was the first time we discovered she had the first car that I know that the seat went back, all the way back.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I did because they kept going around. And so then I'm yelling at her, and Kathy's laughing. I think Kathy's in the back seat. She's laughing. We get to a gas station because Gayla has to get gas, and she doesn't stop. She literally hits the pump.
I remember that.
It slides off, and there's a hole. We got out. There's a, when it moved, it was like really light, and there was like a hole. We're all like going, and she's like scared, like, I just hit this thing. And she hit the little yellow pole, I think, too. Yeah. Lots of fun.
Yeah.
That's what it was all the time. And the two of them together, us three together, wasn't very good.
Yeah. Well, I remember, so we were in high school, and so you were gone, and we went into Chicago for something. I forget what we did, but we went to something, and Gayla was with us and all that. Well, we had the Clavans were our youth pastors then. So Gayla, me, Roger, I think it was Wade Fisher and Joe Hicks. We all decided on our way back, it was really late at night. So we decided to ding dong ditch the Clavans' house. Okay. So
I haven't heard
what's funny is we go up, we did it like several times. When I say several, about 4 or 5 times that night, we did it, and we were hiding behind trees. And I remember Mr. Clavan came to the door in his underwear and all that stuff, but they were like looking out the windows for us, and then we would wait, and then we do it again. Well, what's funny about that? Oh, you haven't? So
No,
the
I don't
funny
remember
part
yours.
about this is the next day, I'm, I loved our house because in our house we had that table, round table where we would eat dinner. And so you and Greg were, I don't know if you guys were off to college or what. So it's just me, mom, and dad sitting at the table. And I remember mom goes, "Isn't that just really strange about the Clavons?" And we're eating like chili or something. And dad goes, "I know." And I'm like, "Well, what happened?" And I'm like eating, and they said they had the bomb squad had to go to their house today.
Are you kidding me?
Listen,
I mean, are you actually kidding me?
so
That's ridiculous.
so what happened was
That's
their
ridiculous.
secret pal. Remember the ladies had the secret pal
Yes.
thing,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
so their
no.
secret pal
Dropped
had
off a package.
a package on the door and rung the doorbell and ran off.
That's
And
hilarious.
on their door is nothing but a package now. It doesn't have anything on it. It's
Well,
just a
and
package.
he was an air traffic controller, and that was when the strike was
Well,
going on. So
that's right. That's
Mhm.
exactly what was going on. So they had some threats, I think. But so when they saw that, they got scared and they called the police. They brought the bomb squad out. And when they opened it up, it was from your secret pal. Have a great day. And
now
it
they got to
was
investigate her.
So mom and dad are telling me that, and I'm eating, and I
Did you ever
spit
tell them?
chili. Yeah, I spit chili everywhere. And mom goes, "Okay, what do you know about this?" And so I told them what we did, and it was so funny though. They were like, "Don't tell anybody."
So now we're on
well, Gayla and Roger know. I mean, their parent. Everyone's going to know about the bomb
everybody in the
squad, right?
YouTube knew. There was that's hilarious.
But I guess nobody really knew. So that was, oh God, it was so hilarious.
I never knew that. The one thing I remember now, I mean, Roberta was a sweetheart, but I remember you and Roger when I was at college calling me because you had
I don't
ran
remember
away.
this.
You ran away.
Oh.
And you were in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. And I was trying to figure out how to go get you. What was that? You guys had me going. And Dad was so mad at the end because when he got the bill, because that was back when phone calls, it was before 7:00. And so it was expensive. You had me absolutely going. And then I was furious with you. Do you remember that?
I do remember that now. We were bored.
I know you were bored.
We needed something to do.
And I happened to be, and you caught me at a time where I happened to be between, I think I actually didn't go to my next class. And then you guys called me on the phone that I shared with, there was 8 of us or 7 of us in a dorm. And and I was supposed to be in a class and I just decided not to go. And then you called me and I can't remember exactly.
It was divine intervention. God needed that.
No. And you kept saying,
happen.
Becky, I'm so scared. And I'm like, what? And I didn't believe you at first. And I should have known not to believe you at first. And I kept saying, come on, Mike, go, no, you just went on. You went on so much. Really? Can you hear that?
Yeah, Rudy wants you.
Yeah, no, here's the twig move or something. But anyway, stop. Anyway, I knew not to believe you, but you just kept going on and going on and going on. And I don't think I knew Roger was even involved. Did I? I don't remember.
I don't think you did.
I think you were just solely telling me, and I'm trying to arrange a car so I can run and get you in Atlanta, which is like, I don't know how far from Chattanooga, several hours and quite a few hours. And you were at a bus stop and you were scared because you didn't know where to go.
That's funny.
And I'm like, I have no money. And yeah, that was so mean. But you had me going on for a long time. And I even hung up from you and told you to call me back in a little bit so I could make arrangements. Do you not remember that? And I was calling everybody and I kept saying, I'm going to have to call Dad. And you're like, no, don't call Dad. And I go, no, I'm going to have to call Dad and Mom because I can't, And then that's when I think you said, okay, this is it. I'm like, I was so mad at you. And then Dad was even madder when he got the bill.
I forgot all about that. That was
How can you
funny
forget that?
because
It was
me and
devastating. I
Roger
was
had done so many stuff. I can't remember all the stupid things we did. You know?
and he's like his dad, though. He's a prankster.
Oh yeah. And if they knew how many times we snuck out of their house, we shimmied down that they had a tree, and I was always scared to death because I knew if Bill Morris caught us, we
I
were
was
dead.
scared too.
Luckily he was a sound sleeper, you know.
Yeah. Oh man. I've been there. I've been to the house and they were in trouble and they had to clean. I can't remember. They were both in trouble and Gayla and Roger, and I don't think really Gayla did anything wrong. I think Roger just pulled her in on it and he didn't, and uh, Bill didn't believe him. And it was something about cleaning the floors upstairs. And they were
Yeah,
like
well,
on their
remember,
they're on their hands and knees, and I'm like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm staying for
but
this.
you know what? Do you know why they got in trouble? Well, Roger, how they got out of trouble because Bill thought it was so funny. So Roger, remember they had those hardwood floors.
Yeah. Mhm.
So
That's what they were cleaning.
Roger went and got Pledge, and he cleaned the floors with Pledge, and then he
Is that why they were
screamed
in
for
trouble?
Gayla to come in there real quick, and Gayla come running in there in her socks and slid and fell and crashed. It was hilarious, and I think Bill couldn't get mad after that because it was so funny,
He was
you
always
know.
in trouble. Roger was always in trouble, but
Oh
yeah,
well,
that was a fun household. I mean,
it was, you know,
and
what
we
I
lived
loved.
there basically.
So over the holidays, I loved it because Mom would make her peanut butter fudge and stuff, but Miss Morris, Roberta would always make that peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle.
It was the best peanut brittle. I loved
Yeah.
that stuff, and
I wonder if
I'd
Gayla
go
knows
over
how to
there and
make
eat
it.
it all.
Yeah, I wonder if Gayla knows how
She
to make it.
needs to
Oh
send
yeah,
us some. She needs to make it and send it to us.
you and I used to just practically live over there.
I know.
If I wasn't over there, I was over at Cindy's. Um, I would say
Lightfoot.
that Cindy and Roberta's mom, Charlene, and Roberta basically helped raise me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because I was always over
Well,
there, and Kathy's house.
Roberta loved to sing. She loved to sing.
Oh
She
yeah,
was always singing. Her
oh,
and
I did too.
Mom, I don't know if they ever sang together or not, but those
Yeah,
two
there's once
ladies,
or twice they did.
I saw something on Facebook where she got Roger and the kids to sing with her and stuff like that.
Oh,
So,
that's
but you know,
she's a sweet lady.
our
She's gonna be
moms are
missed.
now in heaven singing
Yeah.
right now, you know? So,
Oh
but
yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
just thought it was fitting that we would use this episode. So
Yeah.
Saturday is the funeral, Saturday morning, and we wish we could be there. And our prayers and thoughts are going out to the Morris family right now because Roberta,
Roberta put up a lot of things in her life with the family.
she's a saint. She is
She
a
is. She
saint.
is. She is a sweetheart. She was the sweetest thing. And
I
funny. She
know.
was funny.
And you know, always she treated us like we were her kids. You know, she loved us. I remember it was right after my divorce. Roger came in and got me, and I was really in bad shape. And we went and stayed a couple of days there with Roberta. And she just, you know, Mom was in Romania. And so I didn't have Mom. And Roberta was my mom for a couple of days and helped me out a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
She was really one of our moms, that could go
yeah,
to her, you could talk to her, you could, you know.
all that stuff with her, you know? So I want to put her picture up one more time. We love her. We miss her.
I know Alsta,
Yeah,
her and mom were at Alsta forever. And I know that she's on that website. Gayla put it on that website.
they did. Oh, well, you know, so I took Yeah,
Okay.
you always heard that. Be sure your sins will find you out. That Dad would always
I
say.
know they're
Oh my gosh! So I came home one day, and uh, Roger, back then we didn't have digital cameras. We just had regular click cameras. You went and got them emailed. I mean, you went and got them
email.
processed. Maybe what a year later we would finally get them developed or whatever. So
And they were, yeah, overexposed. Yeah.
Dad would always say, "Be sure your sons will find you out." Well, this time it was Mom, and Mom said, "Let me tell you." She goes, Roberta said she had something to show me today at work, and I want you to see the picture that she showed me. And she put down this picture, and we were joking around, and they were those cans that you could have the snake in it, and when you would
Oh
open it,
yeah.
the snake would pop out and scare you.
Peanut brittle
So
and
it
yeah,
was,
different foods.
yeah. Well, they had that. Bill had all the joke stuff. So I stuck that coming out of my zipper and turn around, and Roger took a picture of it, and I was like, "No, you didn't." And we forgot we did that. And Roberta, what a shock she got when she went and picked up her stuff, because that was the stuff
And I
we
know
did.
Mom didn't think it was funny.
Oh, Mom did though. Mom
Oh,
did
did
think it
she?
was funny. Yes,
'Cause you're the
she
baby.
was.
Ah,
I was Mom's favorite. What can I say?
yeah, well, I don't think so, but okay. If
Yep.
you want to believe that.
Hey, Roger was Roberta's, and I was we
Yeah.
were the babies,
Yes, you were the babies. Big
and we
babies.
were big babies. We
Big
were.
baby, big troublemaker babies.
Exactly. Well, I think we're about done for this episode. We just really wanted to take this time and honor Roberta and the Morse family, let you know we love you guys. And we're going to be
Absolutely.
getting stuff back. We've got a bunch of ideas of different shows. I want to thank Melissa Taylor. She sent me a message saying, "Did I miss your episode?" Made me feel so good to know somebody's watching us.
Yeah.
So at least we have someone watching us. So shout out to her. But we've got so many stories to tell, like especially we have a lot of food stories. Imagine that.
That's because that's all we could do. Just basically eat.
That's all we did. We were
That is
Baptists.
what
We
we did.
always had
Yeah. Oh
dinner
yeah.
on the ground and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but
Absolutely. Well, we need to talk one time about the mission conference. There's a lot of I love the mission conferences and the uh, different people come in, the crazy things. Mom, we'll have to tell about Mom's peach cobbler one day and all that stuff.
I know we need to get Jeannie Noble on here.
Oh yeah.
Jeannie, will you
Maybe we
come
don't
on
because she
here?
might just. Yes, Jeannie, please come on here. Yeah, I know. And try to get
Because you don't,
Sharon
or
Fields
cousin
too.
Sharon.
She's got some stuff on Mom and Dad, and but there's a lot of people that have something. I'm looking forward to it. So
Yeah, because our families always had fun together. So, I remember
troublemakers.
it was the Noble family was the first time I ever saw Mom in action when telling a story. She told them a story. We'll have to share that
I
one time.
know. She always
And
stood
we
up.
we had never saw Mom act out a story to guests before. And the Noble family, when they came in, it was like,
Sitting around that big old table.
yes. So
She
we got lots
she
of
stood up,
stories.
and we're like, yes, yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
we'll have to share that coming up soon. So,
Yes.
but anyways, well, Becky, I'm glad you got to
Yeah.
see me tonight.
Oh yeah. Well, thanks for helping me with getting online here. It
Yeah,
was
and
we should have videotaped that because that was hilarious.
we should have. So, well, we're gonna sign off, and we just want to say to the Morris family, we love you guys. We'll be
Love you.
praying for you this Saturday,
Absolutely.
and great memories. Maybe we'll get Roger and Gayla on here one day we could
That'd be
all
fun.
four tell our stories.
That
So,
would be
anyways,
fun.
all right. Well,
Like
let's
us on
talk to y'all.
Facebook, YouTube.
Oh yes, Facebook, YouTube. We need subscribers. So, all right.
You need.
Well, we'll see you guys next Thursday. Bye.